can be only one podcast, and may it be the Princess of the Universe. Hi, folks, I'm Matt.
I'm Bruce.
And I'm Steven.
And if you're wondering why those other two sound a little distant, it's because they are distant, because Bruce made love to a COVID-19 patient. I thought he was like a Wookiee. I thought he was like I thought you lived life like a Wookiee, always thinking with your stomach, but I was wrong. Well, potential. I should say potential. Nothing's been proven. It's potential. So
better safe than sorry. Let's do this social distance.
Yeah, so we decided to do this one social distancing. But that doesn't matter because we're doing such a great book right now. And we're going to be talking about the Bruce's kids in the background. But what we're going to be talking about is Towers of Midnight, book 13. And this, Steven, is the biggest one, correct?
So far, I still think Memory of Light is the largest.
Oh, you're right. It is. I forgot.
Yeah, you paused there for a second.
Okay, hold on. Maybe I need to watch where my Wi-Fi is.
No problem.
Let me readjust now.
Sure, that's fine.
Okay, let's get back started again.
So we're going to talk about a few things. This has, again, Brandon Sanderson does a lot of descriptive detail in this book. One of the things I really love is how Rand gets those apples to grow on trees over and over again to feed the army. What'd y'all think about that?
Well, that was neat. But really, the one I really liked was the place that had been opening up barrels and barrels that was all rot until he got there.
Right.
And it was just like, well, just by happenstance, you just happened to open all the bad ones, and all the rest of them are now good. And it's because of this Severin aspect, it was just chance that they opened the hundreds of bad ones.
Was that
none of the good ones?
Wasn't that the grain though?
Yeah. It was not just grain. It was lots of different things.
Okay, I thought he just did that to the grain. He made the grain pure or whatever. I can't remember though.
That was just one thing that they were complaining about. When he got there, it was all fixed.
Right. Matt finally gets to fight the golem, which is fantastic.
Yeah. It's like, I hope you can't die and that you fall forever.
Yeah. But even then, the Aes Sedai or kinswomen that are there, they're like, oh, well, you almost screwed it up, and Matt can't do anything right.
Yeah. But I love that. I love the battle. Again, very interesting. There's a lot. We talked about how Gathering Storm brought everything together, and now we're moving in a direction as one for the big epic battle, of course. But everything is ramping up. Everything's hitting on a high note here. Elaine purges the White Tower of Black Aja.
Yeah.
Which was really awesome.
They have that big battle in the dream realm and the outside world going on at the same time.
Yeah, with Masana.
She took out, 3 of the Chosen? Or just 2?
I don't recall now.
She's taking Masana for sure. I don't think she's taken out any of the others. Nynaeve is the one that captured Moghedien. Or Moghedien, however you want to say it. I don't know that she's taken out any others.
Okay. I remember at the very end of the book, the Dark Lord confronts, what's her name? He kills her and blamed her for the loss of 3 of the Chosen.
Grandal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it was because of Slayer that Grandal was using in the World of Dreams to try to kill Perrin that screwed everything up at the White Tower because
that was good stuff too.
Yeah.
It's kind of like everybody has finally fully accepted what they are at this point. Yeah. Finally, Matt is accepting that he's going to have to be a hero, and Perrin's accepted, being a leader and being a wolf, and Rand has accepted being the Dragon Reborn. So all the characters finally one more book to go. I've accepted who they are.
Right. I think that was more of a defining point there, to just say, hey, everyone's set to go. We're done with all the doubt. We're done with all the, questions up in the air. We know our roles, and it's time to move on. I love this book. It flows for a book that, how many pages is it, Stephen or Bruce?
Pages.
It's a lot of pages, but it doesn't feel. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry, Stephen.
I was just saying, Bruce and I go by hours since we listen to the books.
Right, but it goes by quick.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's kind of funny because Winter's Heart, which is like a third of what Towers of Midnight is, feels like it takes forever. And then you got something like Towers of Midnight, and I mean, I flew through the Brandon Sanderson novels, but it was like, oh my gosh, there's no more left. Like you flew through this, Bruce.
Oh yeah, I could have easily been done days ago. I had to slow myself down just to get to today.
Amazing. Anyway, we talk about everyone accepting their destiny. I love Matt's luck. He throws up all the coins, and they land heads up.
Yeah.
I love stuff like that. And see,
well, and then there was, you can't roll a 1, and he rolls the dice. One of them hits 1, the other one lands crooked and catty-cornered, so it's nothing.
Yeah, it's amazing, and I love the ideas there. Again, I think Robert Jordan began writing Matt like that, and then just kind of lost the fun from Matt, and then he brought it back. Brandon Sanderson brought it back, obviously following Robert Jordan's outline. But I gotta admit that I think Brandon Sanderson put a lot of his flavor in these books, and I'm happy for that. I'm happy. I'm not complaining.
Well, I think he came in as a fan who loved the characters, and he's writing the characters that he loves as he wants to see them, which is how the fans want to see him, because he's a fan.
No doubt. Yeah. No doubt. Go ahead, Stephen.
Bruce,
I think I've asked you this a couple of times, and now I think I can ask and get your opinion. What do you think of his boot speech?
Of the what speech?
That was pretty funny.
His boot speech.
Oh.
When he's talking
men have different boots, and most men have just 3 kinds of boots.
It is great. There's so many good Matts. I mean, everyone gets a chance to shine. Everyone gets a chance to shine here.
And they save Moraine. You find out that she's still alive.
They find out Moraine's still alive. Hold on, I'm going to get to that. You have Min finally perceiving she's finally looking at something. Finally, she's not gloom and doom. She perceives a happy ending, this time around, letting us know it's not going to be, because, all the time she's had her visions or whatever, they've always been doom and gloom. And now she has the first positive vision that, hey, things could work out. I think that was great. Matt gives Elaine his fox head medallion.
Yeah.
He really hopes they give it back. I can't remember. What was the deal on that one? I can't remember.
He would give it for 3 days so she could try to replicate it.
Study and all that.
When it turns out they saved a life.
He could use the Bell Foundries and all of
Work on building the dragons.
Now, let me ask this. I don't remember. I know he gave him the foxhead medallion to study. I don't remember reading anything about them studying it.
Yeah, she was able to replicate it.
And
oh, okay. See, I couldn't. I missed that part. I was like, man. So I don't know what I was doing, but I missed that part. There was a whole
scene where she mimics being the dark one and goes into where they have one of the chosen captured, and she's using it. So when she's attacked, the weaves just fall off of her. Tricks them for a little while into giving up some information, and then they realize what's happening and stab her.
Okay.
Yeah. She gets herself into trouble again and has to be rescued by other people, but she's self-sufficient. That's I think one of the things that annoys me and most people. Their biggest beef with Elaine is that she's constantly getting herself into trouble, getting other people killed.
Yeah, she is. She's not that good a leader.
Yeah, And the only thing that she ever says is, well, men said that my children will be born safe. And
which they keep telling her, just like
takes into account. It's like that's the only thing that matters to her is herself and her children. And all these other people that she gets killed doing these really stupid and dangerous things.
I never thought about that, but you're exactly right. That's funny. Now to think about it, she does appear very selfish, doesn't she?
Oh, she's selfish.
I just thought about that. Wow. Yeah. I guess she said, well, as long as we're destined to be safe, screw everyone else. Everyone, go jump in that volcano. Don't worry. We'll be okay. Watch. I'll lead.
I'll be fine.
I'll be fine. The rest of you...
And she's called out on it in the book. Brigida calls her out on it.
Calls her out all the time. And that's why she always waits until Brigida is preoccupied doing something else, usually hanging out with Matt.
Which is fun. I will say, Matt and Brigida hanging out is always fun.
Oh, yeah.
But she can't drink this time because, she doesn't know how the alcohol will affect the water the babies.
Yeah. And then of course, after I forgot, I'm looking back over my notes here. I forgot after Matt defeats the golem, he flirts with an old fat woman.
He's a married man, so he'll give him a little bit, but he knows not to give him a lot.
Right.
He gives a little bit of a good smile.
Do you think Robert Jordan was imagining? Do you think Harriet asked for that? I don't know what she looks like, but I'm just saying. You should say, "Hey, Robert, hook your wife up in there. Give me. I'll be the old fat maid. Give me that." I don't know either. I did think that was funny though. Rand is, of course, we talked about this earlier, is super powerful now. He kills tons of Trollocs with fire, and it is such a great scene.
It is. Oh, that whole situation with Frodo Eyes being just surrounded and stuck in that city, and was amazing.
Because it kind of was building up in the last book, and it was kind of, that story kind of started in the last book, and then just got to a head here with just desperation. There's 50 men left, and they're having to retreat, and they're questioning the who they're following and questioning why they're doing it, and then then first the army arrives. It's like, okay, you guys are gonna be safe now, but we can't retake this land. It's the problems with a well-fortified city is once you lose it, it's well-fortified. You can't. It makes it that much harder to get back in. And then Rand comes, in his new understanding of who he is. It's just like, yes, I need to be helping out you guys. And he walks out there by himself. Well, he took the 2 spirit maidens with him because he promised them that he wouldn't leave behind anymore.
Right.
In which they didn't do anything other than cower next to his feet as he shot the power out.
So, and the other thing is Perrin's story. Perrin goes on trial, and it's, for me, the most least interesting piece of the book.
It really is.
I thought that was...
I enjoy it. It's good.
You enjoyed it? It was.
I did.
It was boring.
It fits his character.
It was fabricated drama.
It was.
Well, I will say yes. I did have the thought that if the TV series needed to save time, that was something they could cut.
They could cut it out completely. It was pointless. And the thing is, it's a shame because Perrin's a great character. We've all talked about this before. There are only a billion other better storylines you could have him doing at this time. It's not like he had nothing to do.
But I like this stuff, with following Slayer. That was good stuff. His battle with Slayer was fantastic, especially how it parallels what's going on with Egwene in the White Tower, and she's fighting in the dream world, and when they come across each other, she uses the power to tie him, and he's just like, "You can't hold me here."
Nope.
Now that was Perrin versus Slayer round 1. Round 2, is 40 times more awesome. But that's not to the I'm not going to talk about that.
Yeah.
But
so I mean, they have a better fight still to come.
Oh yeah.
I know Slayer's still around, but
business. He killed Poe.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The thing is, because the way they did that battle was fantastic. The way they were using their powers to jump from place to place, and him having to, Slayer, making a statue of himself to distract Perrin, and then just be able to basically teleport because they're in the dream world, and once they can control it just with their thoughts and their willingness. It's kind of like the Matrix in the dream world. It's when you understand the reality you're in, you can control it more, and that's what Perrin's learning to do at this stage. Is he's learning to give in, accept what's going on with him,
right.
and know that his understanding of the reality gives him control over it. And Slayer's more powerful than him, but he's picking up a lot of tricks as the fight continues.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, he just about traps him into that dream.
To the nightmare?
Almost, yeah, he does.
Yeah.
But no, round two is, well, I don't know, Stephen, I think round two is much better.
It is.
I mean, we won't talk about it for right now. I'm just saying.
We'll have to talk about it. There's a lot of, not to give anything away. There's just a lot of jumping around because it doesn't stick with him the whole time that they're fighting. That's one of the things that kind of amazes me about Memory of Light is because there's so much going on. The narrative jumps to a whole lot of different people very quickly.
I hear you.
You kind of have to do that just to show that all these things are going on at the same time. But you kind of lose track of what's going where because about 2 minutes of narrative from somebody's POV, and then it jumps to somebody else, and then somebody else, and it might be 5 or 6 POVs later, you get back to what that person was doing, like, oh wait, yeah, they're in the middle of a battle.
Yeah. That is true. It's a little distracting at times. I agree with that. That's a fair assessment.
I mean, it's definitely it's more involved. There's a lot, even more skill that's happening in their second fight. But we'll talk about that.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later. Okay, so Moiraine is alive. Big reveal there. That happens at the end of the book, though, doesn't it?
Yeah, it was one of the last things.
Yeah. It's in the last couple hours of the book.
Now, to be honest, I totally forgot.
What?
I totally forgot she came back.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know how, but yeah, I remember when I was reading book 13 again, I was like, oh wait, she comes back? That just slipped my mind. Kind of like when Rand lost his hand, I was like, oh yeah, I remember that now. Just kind of slipped my mind.
Yeah. But the whole scene in the Tower of Genjak with Matt and Tom and Noel is really good.
Yeah.
With the whole, just using his luck to find where to go, like you were talking about rolling the dice, and Noel's like, well, there's only so many chances you can roll this or that, and you can't roll a 1 with using 2 dice, and he does it, and that's how they pick which way they're supposed to go, because he tossed to Brigida earlier, and she was in there for 2 months, and I mean, not only did they not bring enough rations for that, but ain't nobody got time for that. They got the last battle to get back to.
That's true. That's true. You got a battle you got to go focus on. Also, I have the note. Someone else is teased to be alive, Bruce. I have the note that it was done in this book. Stephen?
I don't know.
Someone who died earlier. Actually, What did she die at the same
Good guy
time
or
as
bad guy?
Moiraine?
Yana?
Isn't doesn't Rand have a dream? I have the note here that it happened in this book, but I'm not going to reveal it because it could be a spoiler. Definitely for the next one.
I don't think that's
Can't think of
in this
anything.
book. It's not in
Okay,
this book.
I thought they did it at the
You're
tail
talking
end.
about his dream that he has while he's in the fields of Marilor.
That's
while
in the next book.
everybody's gathering. Is that in this book?
I thought it, I have the note that it is, but
I
I'm
don't
not going to
remember him
reveal
having
it.
a dream.
Say what?
I don't recall Rand having a dream.
I don't think that's this one, Matt. I think it's.
Okay.
I think it's
Okay.
Waiting to try to give spoilers, man.
No, it's fine. I mean, I didn't reveal it.
It's a really good dream, though. Not that way, Bruce.
Yeah. All right, then. Then I lost my last talking point, so y'all have to go from there.
It's very deep and very well written. But yeah.
All right. So what else did you like about it? Go ahead, because that was going to be my last focal point was that. But go ahead. What else did you like?
The beginning, the middle, and the end.
All right, folks. That's it.
I mean, the thing is, this was just a good all-round book. It definitely even more set the characters up into the positions for the final battle. I mean, it ended. I'm assuming what happened at the very end was the beginning of the final battle. It kind of ended with this chaos moment. And, but it definitely left me like, oh, we got to get this recording done. I don't want to start the next book.
Yeah. It ends with the epilogues with Grandal and then Famanus and Oliver's playing the game, and he actually finally wins the game. And Famanus is like, you can't win this game. And he goes and looks, and lo and behold, he won the game, which I thought that was kind of cool because I think that probably happened right at the time that Matt and
won the game.
No, I just looked it up. It did happen in this book.
So you better go ahead and say it because
at the end of the book, while sleeping in the fields, it's at the end of the book. While sleeping in the fields of Murillo or whatever, what was it called?
Marilor.
Yeah. The night before the parlay, Rand hears a scream in a dream of a woman he does not recognize.
Yeah. Okay.
Her face is different, but he knows she is Lanfear. And she begs him to help escape the torture, and the walls fall away, and she tumbles into darkness.
Yeah.
And then that's when Lanfear gets a visit by the Dark Lord and tells her about how, he's not happy that she calls the death of 3 chosen.
That's not Lanfear. That's Grant.
No. That's right.
That's Grendel. That's Grendel there. Yeah. Okay, so...
So what happened is Moradin goes into the realm of the snakes and foxes. And whenever Lanfear and Moiraine are there, and they're torturing them, or sucking their essence and feeding off of them.
Yeah, because Moiraine is now depowered for the most part.
And she
has
says
some ability.
Right. She tells Tom and Matt that somebody came in she didn't recognize, and he looked at her and told the foxes that this is not the one I'm looking for. And this was after they had told her that they had accidentally killed Lanfear by draining her too fast, which was a lie. Moradin went in there and killed her, which allowed the Dark One to grab her soul and put her into another body. And that's when Rand is seeing in the dream basically her soul being tortured by the Dark One.
Let me ask you this, and this is what I wanted to ask, and I mean, we can't talk about the last book yet, but does bringing Moiraine back cheapen her death? It does for me a little.
It depends on what happens in the next book.
I know, but
I don't know that it cheapens it.
I mean, it was such a pivotal.
She did have to go through. I mean, how long has she been gone?
Oh, she's been gone for like
about a year.
Years. I don't. What? 3 months? I don't know. The slog took 2 months.
It's a long time.
This happened before Rand captured Kama and took it back from Ravine. That was in like book 4.
Well,
so,
I mean, I just
she's been sucked dry and tortured for about a year.
Right.
I'm not so sure that coming back is cheapening her sacrifice. I mean, because that's basically what her death was a sacrifice.
Well, I know, and it impacted Rand. It changed him, set him on a different road after that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And it's just like, okay, and she's not dead. I don't know.
Yeah, it was not just a throwaway. She's back. I mean, there was definitely a build up to it.
I guess.
I mean, this has been building for like 2 books.
It wasn't like, Gandalf they find while wandering in the woods, and all of a sudden he comes back and he's better than ever.
No, and I get that. But I mean, Gandalf just saved the Fellowship during one crisis. It didn't impact let's say it broke up. No, Boromir broke up the Fellowship.
Yeah, well, I'm saying, Moraine had the visions of the future. She basically did like Doctor Strange did in his movie, where she looked and saw all the different variables of the future, and that's what she had to do.
Right.
She did with the thing that needed to be done.
Yeah,
because that's the path that leads to the
Rand
victory.
could not do at that time.
Yeah.
I mean,
He refused women, and Lanfear had to go. So she did what she had to do.
I guess it's just that it was so impactful that I'm not a big fan of bringing characters back, obviously. But just because that one was so impactful, I thought that it was great and that they shouldn't have brought her back. Like I said, I totally forgot. I mean, and she serves a purpose in the next book. I'm just going off. I'm trying to say from right now reading it. And this is what I wrote down after I finished. I said, does this cheapen Moraine's death? I mean, I'm not going to spoil anything from this book, but
I'm not bothered at all.
Okay. Yeah. All right, then. All right.
Oh, we haven't talked about Lan. Lan's story's been getting good. It's been picking up.
Yeah, let's talk
finally,
about Lan.
Nynaeve got the ward. She now is able to take the ward or transfer from what's-her-face. Kind of force that. But he's been slowly, riding to his destiny, and people are waiting for him. And then joining him, and he's mad. He's like, why are you following me? It's like, we're ahead of you. We just, just going in the same direction. You're following us.
Yeah.
It's just like, telling him, well, go back. And it's like, well, if you're a king, then maybe I could take your command, but, obviously you're not a king. So, just kind of goading him to make a stake and claim. That was a lot of good interactions. I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
No, I know what you mean. Yeah, that was good. It's nice that Lan finally got. I mean, to be honest, he has been largely ignored in the prior books with Robert Jordan.
Oh yeah, I mean, the first book you're introduced to this mysterious, cool character,
Strider,
and he's not been around a lot. He's getting his return of the king moment here.
Yeah, he is actually. That's a good analogy.
Yeah, he's very slowly going through the Dunharrow or whatever, like Strider does.
Yeah.
Gathering we lost Bruce.
That's okay. We don't need Bruce anymore. Oh, there he is. No, it's just great to see Lan back, and he's just such a great character that's been largely ignored, even though he was I would even argue he was one of the main characters for a while,
Yeah.
We saw his point of view all the time.
Yeah, well, he's highly impacted to the main characters. Rand, Nynaeve, Moraine.
Yeah.
I mean, in the first 3 or 4 books,
Yeah.
I mean, he's kind of, what do they call it, almost a loading stone that everybody kind of gravitates around, even though he's not the main character and he's not the one we're following. He's the glue that keeps them together. It keeps them all alive.
Exactly. Exactly.
And
But
just kind of,
either a overall Towers of Midnight, fantastic. Everything's moving in a great direction. And next up is finally Memory of Light. Bruce, how excited are you to finish Memory? Stephen, you finished everything now, right?
oh yeah, I'm
Bruce,
done.
how excited are you for Towers of Midnight?
I'm really excited about finishing this thing.
Memory of Light is going to be great.
This one, cause I really wanted us to sit down and record this because I gotta start listening to the next book. I had to wait a whole day, and I did not want to do that.
Oh my goodness. My voice was going yesterday, so I couldn't have done it if I wanted to. But anyway, okay. Anything else to add?
Well,
excuse me.
we talked about the Tower of Genji and getting Moraine back, but we never mentioned what Matt had to do.
Oh yeah, that was big stuff.
Give them one of his eyes.
Oh yeah.
He lost half the light of the world
to save the world.
Oh yeah, that's true. One of the prophecies got fulfilled. That's right. I thought that was in the last book, but you're right. I didn't write that down, but yes.
They yanked one of his eyes right out. Did a.
There was a lot of power of destiny that they were talking about when they took his eye. Like there was some power in him. And he didn't lose his abilities, but it was something that they were able to gain as well. I don't know if it was just
Well, and that was something that he was worried about whenever they finally got out, and Moraine and Tom are having their lovey-dovey time. He walks off and he's like, do I still have my luck? Am I still going to be able to fight?
Can he fight? Yeah. And he just randomly throws his knife.
Pulls the knife out, throws it over his shoulder, and impales a rabbit on it. And then looks down at the river and is like, oh, there's a pot. So it looks like Moraine's going to get her tea, and we're going to have roasted rabbit tonight. So he still has his luck.
And I will say this. In this book, we got a better description of how he got his back knowledge. I don't know if Brandon Sanderson just thought that it wasn't explained well enough earlier. When he went through a couple times just explaining where Matt gets his general knowledge, the knowledge of all the history that makes him be a good general. The luck is never explained, which I like. I hope it's never explained. I like that it's just being random.
But he also had his luck before going into the archway.
The luck started with really book 2, and it just when he took on Gawain and Gawain or whatever, the two Elaine's brothers. But that's kind of when they started that luck thing with him. But where you first started seeing it.
Right. I was going to say, you're talking about how this was more explained, where he got all of his knowledge and stuff.
I was a little bit confused with it first.
Right.
But this spelled it out in a way that makes sense.
It was purposely confusing because all of the memories that he has are filling in the holes of the memories that he lost while he had the dagger from Shadar Logoth.
Yeah.
So he was not exactly sure where the memories were coming from, how he got them. He's just now starting to figure it out that they put him there, and things about his trip into those two different worlds are starting to finally come back to him. He doesn't figure out why in the world he has Ashendari until the very last minute, and he's like, I didn't ask for this, so why do I have it?
And this is why.
Yeah. He wanted
it was a nice scene. That was like, they did give you a moment of panic, of like, what's going on? How does he escape this? And then as he's, rethinking about his life, what got him to where he's at, he's like, oh, everything led to this. And here's the thing that I didn't understand, and it's my key to victory.
Yeah. I mean, it was quite literally a key. It was what opened the door into the side of the tower. So, I mean, this whole time we've all just said, well, the Ashendari is a really cool thing that he's got. It's evidently power forged and can't be broken. I mean, it's just a really cool tool that really plays in strength with the quarterstaff. He was able to use it really well.
Exactly. Good. Yeah.
Oh, hey, and what about your parent? He's given up the axe. He's moved to the hammer, and his Aishaman can build weapons.
That's
with
right.
The power now. And so that is a new thing, because they had talked about they had all these old weapons from the past,
right?
That were forged in the power, and that's been something lost. But
right.
Perrin, makes Thor's hammer, Mjolnir.
Mahalanir or Mjolnir.
That actually is really true. I didn't think about that.
And but so definitely it's pushed all the characters, and not just pushing their own characters forward, but opening the world up to where that's why I'm kind of antsy to see where this is all going, because the final battle is on the doorstep where I'm left off, and all these pieces are in place, and I just want to see how this stuff plays out. Elaine still hasn't had the babies; they're not here yet. So
right. Hey, everything pays off in the end.
Yeah.
We haven't talked about the third chick in the. She's she's having her visions of the future. She realizes.
Right.
And the distant future of the Aiel is not looking bright.
No, it's not.
Now, she's a character that's been underplayed the last bunch of books. Yeah, she had a big role until she and Rand hooked up, and then after that, it's pretty much been tossed to the side. She's been here and there, but she's not played a major role in a long time.
She's always been kind of a sidekick.
I've been questioning her purpose, for the last several books, and so I'm curious to where it's going to go.
Yeah.
Does it pay off?
It does.
Everything pays off in the end, but I don't want to talk about that book.
Because I don't want to either.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Anything else with Towers of Midnight? I think we covered it all, but okay.
I'm good.
All right.
I think that's it.
There you go, folks. There's Towers of Midnight.
Sure, there's going to be something.
Oh, go ahead.
Something big, and someone tell us in the comments, whatever.
Yeah. But so that's it for us. We'll be back next time with the final book, A Memory of Light. And that'll be next time on Princes of the Universe.